To succeed in business, you've got to be willing to take risks. You have to be able to trust the people around you. And you've got to have a little bit of faith. I took some pretty big risks a couple weeks ago, and they have paid off. I'm going to tell you all about it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the BBQ Tips Podcast. I'm your host, Christie Vanover, champion pitmaster, cookbook author, the girl behind one of America's top barbecue websites, and a contestant on Food Network's Barbecue Brawl. I'm here to bring you some quick barbecue tips to help you up your barbecue game. In today's podcast, we're not going to talk about recipes. We did that last week. Be sure to go check out that recipe that I did for that $5,000 winning competition burger that I did. Definitely, it's one worth trying. Today, though, we're going to focus a little bit about business and succeeding in business and some of the risks that you may have to take, whether or not to trust people or not trust people. And again, to just kind of have faith that the process is going to work out. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. But I find if you surround yourself with good people, things usually work out pretty well for you. So let me backtrack. I'm going to take you back several months and kind of build up to the risk that I took and the reward. As most of you know, I initially launched my award-winning barbecue rub line in March of 2020. Literally when COVID happened is when my rub line came out, and it launched with Spiceology. We were really successful for several years, and then both of us just decided to separate ways, and I decided that I wanted to brand it on my own and make it the Girls Can Grill rub line that it is today. Well, leading into that, I have a whole episode about finding a co-packer, labeler, bottlers, warehouses, all of that stuff. There were so many logistics involved. And there was this amazing family who helped me out, and that is the Hey Grill Hey family. You guys probably know Susie Bullock and her husband Todd Bullock. Like me, Susie started her business Hey Grill Hey in March of 2015. We didn't know each other. We were both just coincidentally women who love to grill, who decided to launch our websites, and eventually the big brands that we have today. Well, when Susie found out that I was parting ways with Spiceology, she was one of the first people to reach out and let me know about a new concept that she was doing. She started a new business called Patio Provisions, where she's helping people connect with co-packers, bottlers, etc., and they actually do warehousing in St. George, Utah. And she and Todd invited me to be their guinea pig, their first customer, so to speak, their first client to come in with my formulas and to develop my rubs with them, with their co-packers, and try out this new business and this new system that they were doing. So that starts with the leap of faith. We both had to have faith in each other. She had to have faith in that I was going to be the right person to help them build the business that they are working to build. I had to have faith that I could give them my recipes and that they would be safe and secure and that, somebody wouldn't try to knock them off. So that was risk number one, just us partnering together. And it has been absolutely amazing. So fast forward, October, my rubs are bottled. We started getting them on shelves. I started pitching them to different stores. I think within the first month or so, they were in 9 different locations across the US. Super exciting. Then I obviously launched my Shopify store and I got everything up on Amazon and I've started selling there and that's been super successful. Be sure to go to Amazon. Just look for Girls Can Grill and you're going to find all of my rubs on there. Things are going good, nice and steady, good sales on Amazon, on my store, slowly picking up more retail locations. But if you want to really grow in business, you have to be more than steady. You have to advance. You have to be progressive. You have to really take it to the next level. And that's where this next major risk came in. Susie and Todd reached out to me with an opportunity. There is this thing called Barbecue University at Scheels. Now, if you don't know what Scheels is, it is a mega store for everything outdoors. If you were to think like Bass Pro Shops meets Dick's, like all the sporting goods and all the hunting and fishing and barbecue stuff kind of combined, that's what Scheels is on this massive level. So massive that there's actually a Ferris wheel in their stores that you can ride. And yes, I did ride the Ferris wheel. But let me tell you about this Scheels Barbecue University. So what Scheels does is absolutely a great model for their employees. They are headquartered up in Fargo, North Dakota, and they actually bring, 100 or so of their employees who work in the barbecue section to this barbecue university because they want to teach them all about the grilling products, the grilling seasonings, everything that they carry in their stores. Well, they don't just bring in anybody. They bring in world champion pitmasters. I'm talking about Tuffy Stone, Harry Sue, Richard Fergala, First Class Barbecue, Shiggin' and Grinnin', Chicken Fried, Rio Valley Meats. If you guys know competition barbecue, these are high level names. In addition to the pitmasters, they're also bringing in people from the industry like RecTech, Traeger, ThermoWorks, different grill companies are there. Again, so that all of the employees can learn how each grill works, how each grill functions. But You learn a lot better with hands-on instead of just like seeing a grill and being taught how to use it. So they have found that one of the best ways to teach people how to grill is to actually give them the meat, give them the tools, and let them run with it. And when I say give them the meat, I mean 2 full packer briskets, a Wagyu and a prime. Now, if you've never smoked a brisket before, it can be really intimidating, so it's hard to just say, hey, here, guys, go smoke a brisket. So what they do at BBQ University is they pair those employees up with a pitmaster. So each pitmaster has 2 to 3 Scheels employees. Some of them have cooked briskets before, and some of them have absolutely not ever cooked a brisket in their life. And the rules are that the pitmasters are not allowed to do the work. They have to verbally explain how to trim a brisket, season a brisket, smoke a brisket, inject it if you want, wrap, sauce, slice, etc. Then those individuals, those employees have to turn in a competition box of brisket slices and a people's choice. Okay, I'm getting way ahead of myself, so let me go backwards to what the risk is. So that's BBQ University in a nutshell. I talked about the pitmasters who were there. Well, I'm not invited as Girls Can Grill because Scheels doesn't carry my products, but Hey Grill Hey is. All of the Hey Grill Hey line of sauces and rubs are on the shelves at all the Scheels stores, so that means that Susie is one of the pitmasters who can show up. Well, it just happened to be that Scheels BBQ University of 2025, Susie was not going to be available, but she didn't want to miss that opportunity to talk to those employees, to like team up with everybody at BBQ University. So that's where she reached out to me and said, hey, Christie, I know you love barbecue. I know you compete in barbecue. Do you mind going to North Dakota in April to represent Hey Grill Hey as the lead pitmaster, the head cook? So at first you'd probably think, yeah, sure, let's do this. Well, looking at my calendar, timing was super tight. I would go there on a Tuesday. I would fly home on a Thursday. That Friday morning, I was hosting a SCA barbecue competition here in Las Vegas. So literally no like window to prep or plan or anything before my competition. Teams were going to start arriving on Friday, competition on Saturday. We had 40 plus teams at the competition. So in my mind, I'm thinking, is this too much? Flying to North Dakota and trying to run one of the biggest SCA competitions on the West Coast? Should I do this much to myself? Is it worth the risk? I'm going to be exhausted. And then a second risk, does it make sense for me to go and represent Hey Grill Hey when I'm Girls Can Grill? Like I had to process all this, so I told him I'd think about it. But in the end, I knew that the reward, that the payoff, if everything worked out, could mean that Girls Can Grill rubs could make it into Scheels stores. And there are dozens of Scheels stores across the country. So if it all worked out, that would be fantastic reward. But it was a risk because there's no guarantee that anything like that could happen. I knew I was going to add stress to myself. But I decided, I thought about it for a couple days and I said, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to give it a go. I know I'm going to be super tired, but I knew that it would be invaluable to have FaceTime with the Scheels team. And I also knew that I wanted to support Hey Grill Hey. She has done so much for me with Patio Provisions to support me in my rub launch. I wanted to be there for her as well. So I said, yep, let's do this. So end of April, jumped on a flight on a Tuesday, flew to North Dakota. I have been there before. I've been to all 50 states, but never to Fargo. So we drive into Fargo. Weather was actually beautiful. No snow. It was cold and windy, but other than that, like no snow compared to years past. But I walk into the arena. Just an incredible lineup of pitmasters. We were assigned our spaces, we were assigned our teams, and then the cooking began. And it was so, so fun. I had 3 individuals on my team. I had Lauren out of Colorado, I had Eric out of North Dakota, and I had Jerry out of Omaha, Nebraska. I was completely hands-off, and they trimmed the brisket, seasoned it with Hey Grill Hey and Girls Can Grill rubs. They injected it. We made an injection with some beef bouillon as well as the Hey Grill Hey beef, and then they smoked it. They really learned a lot of the process. Then they had to step away and go to some classes and come back. When they came back to the grill, we went ahead and we wrapped it. We used some Hey Grill Hey beef and some Girls Can Grill brisket with that wrap with some more bouillon. And then they had to go to some more classes. And then when they came back, it was time to rest the brisket. And then a little bit after that, it was time to slice it and box it up. We set the teams up so that they had both the RFX and the Traeger apps on their phone. So as they were in classes, they could also kind of monitor the cook, which was really cool. Again, that hands-on experience makes it so much different than just sitting in a class or watching a video. In addition to turning in the brisket slices, the competition box, we had to do a people's choice. For our people's choice, we made these caramelized sweet onions that were rendered in beef tallow, and we did make homemade beef tallow. And then we put that on grilled cheese, and then we used the Traeger griddle flat top to cook those up. And they were so excited when it was time to serve it. Our Scheels reps, they were really marketing it to the crowds and telling everybody about what the sandwich was, all the ingredients. And in the end, we got a call. We got second place in People's Choice. The crowd loved the brisket grilled cheese sandwiches. And I was so excited for our team because I told our team, my number one goal in competition, as you guys probably know, is have fun. And my number two goal in competition is to get at least one call. And we did. It was their first competition. They got a call. So super stoked. We all got little trophies. It was a really good time. And I was so proud of my team. The next day was a day that I had to jump on a flight at 5 a.m. to head back to Vegas so that I could do the SCA competition on that Friday and Saturday. But my Scheels team still had a job to do. They had to smoke 2 pork butts and 2 racks of baby back ribs. I gave them a whole tutorial, like a whole spreadsheet kind of laid out of a timeline of what I recommended using the Hey Girl Hey Sweet rub as well as the Girls Can Grill pork rub. And they did great. They kind of texted me some updates throughout the day. I also made some videos for you that are on YouTube that you guys can go watch. Just a tutorial of what I would do if I was there on site. And I think that really helped them out. They really amped up their People's Choice for that entry and added like this French fry parfait with the pork all on top and some Hey Girl Hey sauce. And again, in the end, I could tell that they had such a fun time and they learned so much and they were just so much more excited about barbecuing and grilling, which is exactly what it was all about for Scheels University. Fast forward to Friday, I got home, ran a very successful SCA competition with BBQ. We had a great time. It was a double steak as well as 3 ancillaries, burger, milkshake, and chicken. Really good creative stuff out at the Silverton, and that was a really good time. When it was all said and done, Sunday, I think I slept all day. It was just a long several days of travel, running a comp, teaching, etc. But come Monday, I immediately emailed the Scheels team and the Hey Girl Hey team and just thanked them so much for allowing me to represent Hey Girl Hey and to teach the Scheels family and to just talk about how impressed I was with the way that they value their employees and allowing pitmasters in the industry to really bring that high level of training and teaching to them. I also reminded them of my Girls Can Grill rub line and that we use some of those products in the competition. And because of my partnership with Hey Girl Hey, it makes it really easy for them to add my SKUs to the store. I was told early on that they probably weren't going to be looking at adding any more rubs to the store until maybe August, and I was okay with that. I know it's a long, lengthy process to get into retail, but this is where the risk paid off and the faith came in. They were so thrilled with my rub line, and Hey Girl Hey and Patio Provisions makes it so easy for them to add it to their store that same week, they sent an email back asking for some additional information. We responded with the information, and the next day, they sent an email out to their employees saying that my rubs were available to order. And as of the recording of this podcast, over 20 of their stores have already placed orders for the full Girls Can Grill rub line of brisket, chicken, and pork. So I had no idea something like this could happen so fast. I am so honored and flattered to be located in the Scheels stores. Again, I'm so honored that Susie and Todd and the whole Patio Provisions and Hey Girl Hey team have been behind me and supported me in this endeavor. I'm just thankful to Scheels that they value their employees so much. I mean, it's a lot. It was a big risk. I knew I was going to be exhausted because I wanted to be 110% for that SCA competition. I knew it was a risk because they may have liked my stuff, they may not have. I mean, that lineup of rubs, by the way, if you go into a Scheels store, is incredible. So to be among all the world champions on that rub wall is just like a dream come true. So my biggest, I guess, advice to you guys, if there's a risk out there and you're just not sure, maybe go for it. Maybe take it. You're not going to grow if you just stay comfortable. So it's okay to shake things up a little bit. It doesn't always mean it's going to pan out. Some things do, some things don't. But if you don't at least try, you will never know. So as I mentioned, when I launched my rubs in late 2024, I was in 9 stores. And now by the end of May, I'm going to be in over 70 stores in about 20 different states. So the growth is amazing. I am so thrilled. If you guys have not tried my rub line yet, please do. Visit a Scheels location near you. If you don't have a Scheels near you, go to the store locator on my website and you can find all of the different stores where I'm located at. And of course, it is on Amazon as well, or you can buy it directly from my store. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this gives you a little bit of encouragement to kind of take some risks, shake things up, and surround yourself with people who you can trust, and then just have a little faith. As always, you can find thousands of barbecue tips and hundreds of barbecue recipes at girlscangrill.com. You can also find me on all the socials at Girls Can Grill. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss an episode. Until next time, guys, happy grilling.